you had a higher calling. Something was missing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you keep traveling to that cave in Greece.
I ended up spending most of my time on the river bank. I used to be a banker. I used to live on river banks.
You have good jokes, Swami. I was an investment banker. You were a river banker.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think you were attracted to rivers?
The flow, the current. It's like a river begins at a certain place and it's flowing toward the sea. And I really believe that sea was union or connection with God, with my own true self, with the love of my heart. And whatever happens in our life, I wanted to be like that river and flow toward the sea of truth, of love, of God.
Wow. And so that moment in Greece was a big one. What happened in that cave?
Well, on my way, I was living in monasteries and synagogues, and I was living in forests and a lot of riverbanks, and I would go to museums just to study art, to get enriched. And eventually, I was in Athens and had no money, and I met some people at a blood bank where we were giving blood for money.
You have all the tricks.
Because in those days, Athens was hard. It was like a police state.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, you couldn't just sleep under trees and riverbanks. You had to actually go somewhere. So it was pretty painful, the process of giving blood. So I played harmonica, and someone else who was there from Switzerland had a violin, and someone else from France had a guitar. So we started a band, and we were playing in the streets. And my friend Gary, who came with me from America, he had a little hat. And people were just throwing these drachmas, the currency in those days of Greece. And we were doing really good. And then the police put us in prison and said it was illegal and took all the money away. So that was the beginning and the end of my musical career. But we hid enough money to get a boat to Crete. And we lived in a cave there. And there I was praying from sunrise to sunset on top of a mountain all alone for direction in my life. And I heard right at sunset on one beautiful, beautiful evening, I heard 3 words. And I knew if I followed these words, my life would never be the same. The 3 words were, go to India. I heard it within me. It was silent. But I had never met an Indian person in my life. I never ate a chili pepper in my life or Indian food. And I didn't even know where India was. But I believed that God was calling me to India. And if I just keep hitchhiking east, I would get there. So I left my friend and I started hitchhiking to India.